We live in a deflationary world where with human ingenuity and technological advancement, we're driving prices down on everything. But we have, and this is Jeff Booth's work, and in his work, in his book, and his thesis has really helped me understand the forces that we're all contending with. And in my case, I had an extreme version of. So we live in a deflationary world, but we have an inflationary monetary system, and the monetary units are being lent into existence as debt against assets. So what this means is in order for that monetary system to continue to operate and stay solvent and continue to participate in it, the dollar, in this case, the dollar denominated value of those assets has to increase. The reality is that we're pushing the value of those assets down because we're producing them more efficiently. We produce houses more efficiently. A house in 1950 took a lot longer to build and a lot more watts, real world energy to produce than a house does today. Dude, today you could build a house in like a couple of days with some skilled carpenters and they got nail guns that just blast nails with 22 caliber bullets and whatnot. It's like quite incredible, the efficiency gains that we have. Yeah, 3D printing, all of these things. And so in my case, for example, a bulk wholesale pound of cannabis 10 years ago was like $3 or $4 grand. Today, a better quality pound of cannabis is $1,000. And in that period of time, my cost of living, my OPEX, you could say, is doubled, if not tripled. So I make anywhere between 1/6 to 1/12 per unit produced that I did 10 years ago. And so how do I combat that? If I scale up, it further exacerbates the problem. It incentivizes centralizing, centralizing force or becoming too big to fail if you scale that all the way up to like a large corporation. And so in my case, by adopting Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset or saving in Bitcoin, the appreciation that's taking place on my balance sheet is so tremendous that it offsets the loss of income on my P&L. And I think that scales. And I think that applies for a small business, a large business, a small nation state, a large nation state, a large corporation, central banks. I think we all have the same problem where we're operating within a fundamentally deflationary world, and we have an inflationary money system that requires us to make perpetually larger profits as the currency debases, and procuring those profits becomes harder as there's more monetary units within the system. And so it's creating insolvencies, requiring more debasement of the currency. However, if people have Bitcoin on the balance sheet, as we're in the midst of a great demonetization where all this economic energy is moving out of these inferior assets into Bitcoin, if you have Bitcoin on the balance sheet, then the appreciation that takes place on the means that you stay solvent.